quick. We're good to go. Transition.
But I want to make a necromancer, but only 17 levels. So I'm trying to figure out what is good with only 3 levels.
I was thinking a champion fighter, but not sure. I mean, with a necromancer, you're going off of intelligence. So maybe you could go rogue. Have a look. You can go rogue, arcane trickster, because that's gonna also be based on intelligence. Just pump a little bit more into dex, and
When are you able to choose?
I think you can choose for rogue. It should be level 3.
So you just hit it.
Right. Yeah. You would cap off at level 3 with an arcane trickster, and then have 17 levels in necromancer. Also, Rennings, thank you for being here. Before we
The stream
started,
is not muted.
Thank you very much.
Harper will not be joining us.
Won't be able to do today. Wi-Fi is down. Damn. Well.
Moment of silence for Harper.
All right. Let's go on. So it sounds like
I was wondering who would break it first.
All right. So we've just confirmed that Harper is not going to be joining us today, but we will have that will be his memorial. Harper's picture will be there, so we know that he's still actually in the campaign, just not here today. So yes, today it will be me and Geordi back to the good old days. I mean, not that these days are bad, but it's just the old days. As soon as the notification that y'all went live, I clicked it fast as fuck. Rinnings, you're the man. You know, this is. I don't know what to say. You're just great. Thank you for being here, and thank you for participating in the chat and everything like that. I just really do appreciate it. But since we know that Harper's not going to be here, and we are live. By the way, hello everybody. For the VODs, and for anybody that just joins in, today we're playing Adventures on the Infinite Seas. This is episode 11, and I think we're just going to jump right into it if we'd like.
You know how prepared I am? I'm not. Nothing open.
Right. It's fine.
I didn't have the Twitch stream open when you started. I don't have my character sheet open. I got nothing on it. Just here.
Come on, Geordi.
And we were in the call.
We're professional streamers now. We need to be prepared.
I ain't professional shit.
Also, I apologize. I think Geordi's camera it's going a little slow because I got a couple things open. So, apologies for that.
Is that my end?
Not sure.
I see the glitch.
Yeah, it's a little slow. It could be either one of us, but as long as you guys are here, as long as you guys are enjoying the stuff we're doing, I'm happy with that. Even if our quality is not the best at the moment.
Well, I was gonna close the Minecraft server I have open.
Yeah,
Seth is currently.
But yeah, did a session with my Goliath, but in order to switch characters, he had to kill my other character. So the rest of the session was dealing with the emotions behind that. If I remember correctly, I think you were here for this past Tuesday's events. So yeah, I definitely understand the whole processing the emotions in a session. We took a good short bit to mourn Alvin's loss.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did that.
That's honestly why I'm hyped for today, because I'm curious what you want to. I'm curious what direction you're gonna take this, and I'm also hyped for tomorrow because on the back of that, I want to see what they actually do from here, because for essentially the entirety of this campaign, on the Tuesday campaign, the entirety of that campaign has been fuck the claw. We got to kill Samson. And now, having that turned on its head, I'm just excited to see how they react to that, or how they're going to proceed with that.
Campaigns that are going to hunt Friday.
Right.
For somewhat a similar reason.
Looking into tales of resurrection and god slaying. So, I'll have that dealt with as we go along.
I was gonna say, like, that's up to you how you want it.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are on the cove, anyways, so it's easy enough, I would say, to have him be off somewhere else. Saturday, as long as jobs align, my family might play a session, so I built an Asmar Warlock for that day. That's fucking awesome. It's awesome to have your family involved and have them join in something that you enjoy doing. So, dude, that's great, man. And an Asmar Warlock too. Sounds hot. So we are going to start off today, Geordi. If you would like to regale us with the recap.
I have no choice in the matter. I can't even be like, hey, Harper.
Just do it. Be a bard.
Still having issues trying to remember exactly what happened entirely. This session last week started with Prodigy, the fight with Prodigy, and finished that fight. We lost 4 crew members, I think you said?
Yep. Not a like main crew, but yes, they were part of the crew that were manning your specific ship.
But we kicked his ass pretty well, and then he fled like a bitch, as Harper would say, and probably almost anyone else.
Yes. Recap. Yes.
Spent a good while repairing the hole in the ship from him laser beaming down.
Yep. From the heavens.
So took the day to do that, rest. We kept sailing for the fish people.
Yep.
I think when we finally got there, because nothing else eventful happened between that fight and there.
Luckily.
Titus kind of rappelled down the side of the boat and did a thunder wave into the water to call up Hello Fallen. Call up
What's going on?
The fish people. Fish people came up. I asked them questions. They were reluctant. They were talking about bringing us the king, saying we shouldn't see the king. Somebody's like, well, they need to. I was like, well, I don't have to. You can relay a message if you really want to. I just need answers about this amulet piece.
Right.
Titus, what the fuck did he cast? I think I AFK'd for a second for
that. He cast Suggestion on the main Sahuagin to get him to start talking.
So he cast Suggestion, got more information out of the fish about the amulet, what they plan on doing with it, what it can do, all that fun stuff. Leviathan's involved. They plan on wiping out the sea elves with the Leviathan. The Leviathan's going to continue to destroy shit if they get this amulet. We've made an executive decision that the fish cannot have the amulet.
Nope.
We went back to the island, trying to figure out how to get to the amulet first. Gave a recap to Ivy, let Ivy meet Titus. I don't know if there's anything else that happened before that or after that, other than the last thing that happened before we ended the session, being that Gray is now dead because of Prodigy. Prodigy's a bitch.
Yep. And the assumption is that the gemstone that is usually inside Gray's chest, that is essentially his life force. Like how gemstones give off their magic in the elemental plane of Earth, those gemstones are what give stone people life. So the assumption is that Prodigy, in some form, took the gemstone out of Gray, and that's what caused him essentially fall and crumble into a pile of nothing.
Sad time.
Sad times on the
Jocelyn's about to fucking break down.
And yeah, that was the last thing that we did. Or that was the last thing that happened before we cut. So we're starting there with all of the pirates, or a good majority of the pirates, your main crew, Jocelyn, and Ivy's actually come out now, and she sees that everyone is crowded around this one spot, and hurries up to see what's going on, noticing the shadow of gray that's laid on the ground. And Salem has just, like, dropped to his knees in disbelief of what's happening. Who was this? Who did this?
Asshole that ran away.
But how? Gray's invulnerable, right? He just can't die. This music is actually kind of fitting for the moment.
I don't know what you can do against a god.
As the pirates are stood around in kind of their semicircle, they all kind of have their hats, or they bring up their swords and have them against their chest, kind of like as a moment of respect for Gray. And Ivy shows up behind you. I don't know what to say. I really don't. But is there anything that I can do to help you? Or any of you guys anything that Oh, Fawn. Yeah.
That's exactly what he did.
Yeah.
So now both campaigns are a little pissed off with Prodigy.
Yeah. The nice rock man. Yep. Yeah, I think we might have mentioned it. Rinnings might have mentioned it a couple times, but yes, the last thing that happened in the last session is that the stone person Gray was essentially disintegrated to the core, and it's assumed that
You won't need Shadow anymore for that session, will you?
Not with how things transpired, no. Probably not. I imagine his first thing would be to head back to Doran. So that's completely fine with me if he takes that path and heads off in that way.
Well, because his qualms are not with Prodigy, they're with Sam. I just find it funny though. Like the first time I have a Tuesday off, I'm not even needed anymore.
Yeah.
Awful timing. Awful timing.
Well, the funny thing is that Shadow also fought with the Prodigy. Or Matt in that campaign. So he's fought him before, but yeah, that's not his main priority at the moment. That's understandable.
For other reasons, I can explain why Shadow would want to try bothering Chase Prodigy. But that's something else to do later.
Right. So
I feel like after Ivy asks that question if she can help, I'm just gonna stand up and walk out to the dock and just kind of sit.
She like you can sense that she was trying to like reach for your shoulder to like give you some reassurance. Rude. I'm sorry.
It's very rude to you.
Love it. That's fine. It will all make sense in the end. I'm making some dice bags, so I'm good. Nice, good shit. You can sense that like Ivy was trying to like to put her hand on your arm, trying to like as a comfort, but you walk away too fast for her to actually contact you, and you just feel a lot of eyes on you as you walk over towards the dock. So you sit down, and being that it's getting to nighttime now, it's cooled down a little bit where the waves, as they crash up towards the shore, you can feel some of the spray of the salt water. And it's a surreal night. There's not a lot of wildlife calling out or storms or anything like that. It's just a clear night. And eventually, maybe like half an hour, you see that everyone's kind of cleared out. They've gone back to their routines. You see that the main crew is working on cleaning up the pile that Gray's corpse, for lack of a better term, made. They're kind of just cleaning that area up, and it seems like they've actually made a sort of like memorial-esque type grave where, like, you know how sometimes bodies, if they're laid above ground or like it's a very shallow grave, people put like rocks on top of it as like a little pile. It's essentially like that, except the rocks are the body. So they just have that on there, and they've kind of posted up a sign where carved into it is just here lies Gray. The gentle giant. About 30 minutes later, you see Minimori walk down, and she sits down next to you. I know you already know this, but I understand this feeling. It's something that almost eats you up inside, but it'll get better eventually.
Oh. Putting all of you in danger.
It's not your fault that it's happened, though. I don't know what has taken this vendetta against you. If it's the gods or if it's just bad circumstance, but it's not your fault. It's just us following our captain.
I wish you guys would. All of you at risk. Makes sense.
Well, fortunately, that's not a wish I can grant, because I think I speak for all of them when I say that if it's moving on, or if it's getting revenge on that bastard, we're gonna stand with you. Because now we know you. We know what you'll do for your friends. After she says that, there's a moment of silence where she takes in the night as the moon is oversetting you guys. The stars glistening without the external lights of the town kind of polluting the sky. And there's just a moment where you guys just sit there together. It's peaceful, but it's also tense.
I hope you understand that.
Yeah. No.
Especially.
Right. No, of course. Can I just ask? What's your plan? What happens next?
Well, it's an odd thought. Obviously, I want to find him. But Gray had a gemstone essentially his heart.
Right.
He still has it. We could bring him back. That's what I hope.
Heard you've been killing more
Hi,
PCs. Hi, how's it going? Yeah. it's sad times right now. But we're getting through it.
Of watching the stream and just me like glitching about.
Yeah, again, I don't know whose side it's on, but figure as long as we can hear you clearly, it not too much of an issue.
I don't know how much of what I said you caught.
Yeah, no, I got. Yeah, I'm getting most of it. Listen, we need to not be killing innocent people. Okay.
It's the problem of I don't know how innocent me and my crew are technically, but still.
So after you say this, Nimri gets like a little bit of a wider-eyed expression to you, just like, well, then we find him. Something's got to be done, right? Or else he wins. Right? Gray was the bestest boy. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, don't worry. I regret having him join for this to happen to him. Well, we have to find him, but I don't even know where to start looking for God. With who knows what his agenda is.
Right. That I can't really answer, but
I'll have to put more thought into it tomorrow.
right. Yeah, I think we all need some rest for now. She stands up and places her hand on your shoulder, give it a little squeeze. Good night.
Squeeze.
Good night, Captain. She slowly walks down the dock, her footsteps against the dock.
Pretty sure Jocelyn's just gonna sit there until she passes out from exhaustion.
Mm-hmm. So you sit there, and you can sense that you're there for maybe about 2 more hours before eventually you kind of just you lean yourself back on the deck, laying flat, and you just conk out. Eventually, you can feel the heat now on your skin from the sun bearing down on you outside. And you hear heavier footsteps walk down the dock. You're still kind of like in that state of you're kind of in that like middle stage of waking up where it's like everything seems fuzzy. You're not really like there yet, but you hear stimulus around you, and you can hear a voice talking to you.
Were you here all night, Captain? It's not very good for your skin to be out in the sun like this.
Probably not.
So you're out here all night,
myself
then?
up.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed that way. Didn't pay attention to the time. Or how tired I was getting.
Right, yes. Well, Ivy is waiting for you. She has some more options for, things we can take. Maybe clearing our heads for a short bit might be the best thing for us.
Yep, I'll go talk to her.
Right. I'll have a boat prepared. Just keep me informed.
Will do. Thank you, Salem.
Of course, Captain.
You walk off. You can see it's relatively normal activity that's going on in the town right now. You can see that there's actually another full crew taking off on one of the galleon style ships, and they're packing up their supplies, getting all, armored up and weapons ready and everything like that. You walk over to her hut. You see that the door is slightly ajar, and you see her at one of the chairs, but instead of reading, she's got another glass of, it doesn't look like rum. It's actually a different alcohol this time. But you see her taking big swigs of this glass. Doors aren't jars, but doors can be ajar. Think about that one, Fallen. Huh? Use your big brain.
I'm done. Good session.
Good.
I'm done here.
All right, thank you guys for showing up. We'll be here next week for.
Shut up.
I rolled a 1. So you do not understand. Feels bad, man. Sad times. So the door is slightly open, and you see Ivy there with her drink. She turns around for a second. Jocelyn, yeah. Just close the door real quick. We're gonna talk some captain business. So
I think this is the first time I haven't been nervous walking up to your cat.
I hope that's a good thing. She takes another big swig of.
The past 2 times your doors have been locked. The first time you were not well.
Yeah, I wasn't, but I hope you don't worry too much about me at this point. I'm trying to keep myself a little safer, so. But please, sit. I've got some new stuff today. So I believe they called it scotch. I've never had it before, but it's really smooth. Here, I'll pour you a glass. Just sit down. And she goes over to her globe and opens it up, popping open a half-empty bottle of what looks like the scotch, and pours you a glass.
Thank you, I guess.
Of course, we've got to find some way to relax, right? I mean, amidst all of this nonsense that's going on, we gotta find something to relax. As she finishes up her glass, she's like, mine just happens to be a lot of alcohol.
Drinking's never really been my thing. Anyway.
It'll help regardless. So, I want to ask first off, is there anything in particular that you want to go off and do with your crew? I mean, I have some options here, but I want to get your input on what you're thinking.
I want to find that bastard. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. How much do you want to do that?
I mean, he sounded insane, but I may be able to bring Gray back if he still has stone that was in his chest.
What? That's great.
It's not confirmed. It's just a suspicion I have.
how badly do you want to do this? How badly do you want to confirm this?
Extremely. I hate watching a crew member, someone I consider family at the time, run it.
Then I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help you. I can't tell you exactly how to find him. Unfortunately, that's not really where I'm good at. But what I do have is resources. I'll give you a good chunk of gold. I'll give you one of the galleons. You can go off and you can search for this guy. That's no problem to me. We've got enough people to bring in. We got enough people to bring in ships and supplies and money, and that's fine. But if that's how I can help, then I'll help. I can send you out. I can send you out as early as an hour.
Be great.
Then
The sooner I can start looking, the better.
Then we're gonna do it. Then we're gonna get Gray back, or you will at least. I'm gonna be here drinking more alcohol, as she again sips her drink, and leaving these people.
All like.
Am I a good captain?
You know, I was asking myself that same question last night. You haven't led a lot of people to death. I have.
It. You can't.
As far as I'm concerned, you're a great captain.
Thanks. I can't say that you can just let it go, stuff like that. I mean, I'm no good at that either. But it's something you at least gotta try at, you know? Be better than this. I mean, it's not healthy, I know that, but well, thank you. You seemed like someone who didn't have a lot of doubts, so it's nice to hear that we're all at least on the same page.
I feel like your only mistake was bringing me on.
No, it's gonna be fine, alright? All this stuff that's been happening to you, it's a valley. But that means there's gonna be a hill up the road, you know? Someone up there, someone who controls all this is gonna come back around. Just remember that.
I'll believe it when I see it. Right now, my only mission is to hunt the bastard down and make him regret.
Yes. No, it's healthy. It's healthy to have that doubt, to not be as that egotistical. But I just want you to remember that it'll get better at some point. Now, here, she goes over next to her bed, and you can see this large. It's actually an iron chest. She swings that open. You see that she has this large, like, burlap bag. She kind of hefts that over to you. Here. This will it'll at least be something for repairs. If you stop somewhere, it can get you guys food and maybe some more people. I don't know. Whatever it is you want to use it for, just it's there if you need it. And as she kind of like takes her hands and opens it up a little bit, you see it's just this large sum of gold and silver and some gemstones laid inside of it.
Are you sure this is something you just want to hand off?
I think what we're dealing with here is a lot bigger than me hoarding gold in my chest. I feel like if anybody's going to be able to find out what's going on here and stop it, it's going to be you guys. So yeah, to me, it's a smart decision. I'm investing in you guys. So take it, please. You probably need. You'd probably need Salenth to come over. Probably Salenth should come over here and pick this up. But it's there. I'm gonna keep it here. Just it's right there. Well, I don't know if you're going off on this mission. I don't know how long you're gonna be gone. So she runs over to you and wraps her arms around you. Just gives you a tight hug. It's gonna be okay. It lingers.
I hope so.
It lingers a bit as she's kind of like processing the moment, and then eventually she lets go of the embrace. And yeah, well, good luck. Safe travels. None of these words mean anything at this point, I feel like, but I'm going to say them anyways because it makes me feel somewhat better.
At this point, luck is about all I need, and I'm getting none of it. And safe travels, I'm hunting a god. There's nothing safe about that.
My statement still stands. Just makes me feel better. So,
You have any idea where I should go first?
well, what did he attack the ship for, specifically?
Out of play, he didn't say anything about that, did he? He was just like, fuck you, get off, it's mine.
That is that is the information you have, yes, but that's a good indication that A, he wanted to take your ship. He wanted to literally just kill everyone on the ship and take it, and B, that means he didn't have his own mode of transportation. So
Okay, so what I just said out of play is gonna be said in play then.
So yeah,
Fuck you, I need this ship. Get
Right.
out.
Right. Well, if he was looking for a vessel, then he couldn't travel on his own. So he needed to get somewhere important. Somewhere with a lot of people. Probably the mainland. Not many issues after that if you're just on the open. Not many issues traveling once you get onto landmass. So that might be a good place to start.
A while since I've been there.
Hopefully they're happy to see you.
Land in Doran.
There's
Well, off to the mainland then.
right.
we haven't done anything too bad to anyone there, so I shouldn't get arrested right away.
Well, you were a carpenter, right? On the ship?
Yep.
Then it shouldn't be an issue. You might have to talk about some of the crew you got. That might be a little more difficult, but I don't think that will be much of an issue for you.
I can't convince him. I'm pretty sure Titus will, for that matter.
Of course. There's another
somebody in the crew that could do everything.
Well, you should probably head off. While the day's still young, you know. Not a lot of time to waste when you got a guy like that running around.
Tell if he's actually running. I don't. Could just be using his beams of light to get everywhere.
Who knows? And I'm lost for words. But so as you guys are talking, you see Salenth and Aldrich walk up to the door.
The boat should be ready, Captain. Is there a destination for us to be going?
Great timing. We're gonna be heading to the mainland.
Like Terrace Khan. And you know that is the name of the biggest continent.
And Ivy's making a huge investment in that one, apparently.
Yes, I think amongst this, and I think the gold is like 12,000, and then there's some gemstones there. You could easily sell those, and you know, you could sell those off, and you know, get a little bit extra and stuff like that. But yeah. Salem, I don't want to strain Jocelyn too much. Can you grab this for her?
Yes, certainly, Ivy.
And he walks over. Not much effort, just one hand over his shoulder. We'll let the rest of the crew know then. We're going to the mainland.
Or not. As you wish, Captain.
And they both take off, sailing with the sack of gold and gems. And you can see off in the distance that the rest of the crew is boarding up one of the galleons. And looks like they're essentially ready. But still a few, like...
Good to see they're excited.
It was mostly just being prepared for whatever it is that you guys were doing. But yeah, they don't know exactly what the plan is right now. So they're just kind of like, oh, well, I mean, we go off on another mission, you know, get this whole ordeal out of our heads and, you know, stuff like that.
Nope. The ordeal ain't going anywhere.
Fuck.
We're chasing the ordeal.
Fuck! God damn it! So, she brings you outside, and just gives you another pat on the shoulder. Nods her head as acknowledgement, and then she closes up the door of the hut.
There is food. So, give me like 5 minutes to acquire food.
Sure. Yes, we are. It sounds like they're heading over to the mainland in search of this guy that has killed off Gray. So I think for a second, I'll actually also go grab some stuff. I'll have the be right back screen up, and should be no longer than 5 minutes. So hang tight, guys. We'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Us unmuted? Doesn't sound like Perk.
And we're back. Good, just trying
That's
to think
a lot.
of what would cause an arcane trader to decide to start looking into becoming a necromancer. Well,
More money.
maybe he wanted to have access to other people's knowledge, because I think there are some spells where you can learn information from like corpses and stuff like that, like little memory fragments. So maybe it was just a way for him to enhance his espionage abilities, or just kind of build on his magic that he's already using. So, I don't know. That's completely up to you.
I don't know the entirety of your character's backstory, so I can't help too much.
So, Jocelyn,
No.
is there anything else you would like to do?
I am ready to set sail.
All right. So, you get up onto the boat. Everything is pretty much packed up, and being on a galleon again, it's just such a relief to have so much space on the ship. It seems like pretty much everyone is spread out like 10, 15 feet away from each other. Like, that's how much space is on this particular ship. And Ivy actually brought on a crew of 30 for the ship, along with you guys. So, you guys are pretty stacked right now. I would say that 20 of them are, like, just ship hands. Maintain the ship, sails, like cooks and things like that. But about 10 of them are established, like, boarders / fighters. So you have a little bit more help on the combat side for that. As you get aboard the ship, Salem stands at the sails, hoisting up the main sail, and
Simple as that.
yep, pretty much. Yeah.
Don't need to overcomplicate words. Don't turn this into IT work.
But I wanna. I'm good. Just made my first ever line D&D bag. I like it a lot. Kind of bothers me because I don't think it's very good. But I got the thumbs up from Taylor, so it's good enough. See, friends are good. They are nice and things. I don't have a backstory for them. Still at the planning phase, trying to figure out a backstory for them. All right.
Well, it's obviously got to be like really edgy because you're a rogue and a necromancer.
Mm-hmm. You can never not hide in the shadows with just a little bit of your face showing as like the mystery.
Like the two edgiest fucking classes possible. I'm lighting a cigarette first and foremost. Let me knock another fucking cigarette out of my inventory.
So, you knock up another cigarette, and Evelyn walks over to you. We should be all ready to go whenever you're ready, Captain.
Wilson from Home Improvement.
Oh,
I remember watching Home Improvement. I don't remember who the fuck Wilson is.
Oh, I think he was the guy behind the. He's the guy behind the fence.
Oh,
we never saw his face.
Is that what that dude's name is?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Wilson.
Wilson.
Home Improvement. Yeah, thank you. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I watched the show when it was on
He's
like
gotta
the
have the
Nick at
hat
Night
too.
thing.
He's gotta have the hat, like that, like that fishing hat. Just have that as he's shanking people and brings them back from the dead as like zombies.
That's fucking great.
Well, hello there, pal. Does he just shank him in the back?
No, you just get like a short sword, like a thin short sword essentially. So you just always have a fence in front of you, and you just slide the sword through the fence. No, Harper could not make it. His Wi-Fi's down.
We mostly have that up because it'd be a change to have me take that off, but also just so that his interwebs are fighting back. His name is literally the guy. It's literally Wilson Jr.
What?
That's what it says. That's what it says according to the Google.
Wilson Jr. Holy fuck! What a name.
But Harper's also up there just so that people who come in know that he is actually a part of the game still, just not.
Whenever I reference Titus, it's that person.
Right. Exactly.
Which direction do I need to point? Do I need to point one way?
So to your right.
I need to point at my router.
Right. I'll BRB. No problem. So, Evans walked over. Whenever you're ready, Captain.
Let's head out. Time like the present.
It's time to avenge our friend. Anchors up!
And you hear the of the anchors being drawn up, and as the waves crash up, it feels like there's a little bit extra force that pushes the water up to the back of the boat, and you feel it slowly start to shift over with each wave. You actually see Yizum holding out his, like, he's in a wide stance, and it looks like he has his hands where they're going like back and forth, and you kind of extrapolate that he's actually the one that's pushing the water up further to get the ship out. Eventually, you get enough purchase in the water where it just slides off. And now you are...
Break the stereotype.
I don't want to be an edgelord. Something tells me he should have a different kind of personality.
Rainbows and unicorns. All day.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of who a good person to break the stereotype would be.
I don't know.
Be like Robin Williams as you kill people.
Good lord.
You just play him as Robin Williams playing the genie, and you're good. You're golden. He also has multiple personality disorder, so he just switches between the different personalities like Genie does.
Just imagine switching between this different personas Robin Williams has played.
All of them.
Just imagine being a character that just switches like that.
It'd be insane, but it breaks the stereotype. You're not an edgelord. At least.
No! But you're fucking insane, that's for damn sure. Necromancy comes at a price.
Right. So, the ship is now pushed up onto the waters. The sails have all been flung open, and you feel the wind carry you off. And now you are on the trail. So I need you to roll initiative.
Fuck. Great start, dude. Fucking phenomenal. 24.
Hey, oh shit. That was gonna be
I rolled a nat 20 for a fucking initiative, dude. That's fucking bullshit.
Christ.
I'll call it that I'll only get one other nat 20 this game. I don't know when, but I will. But it'll only be the one.
Oh,
and it'll be useless.
Right.
Literally fucking 2 minutes off the fucking dock. He just shows up like, hey, I'm gonna kick your ass again.
What time to die?
I mean, you saved the trouble of me finding you.
But
well, that's fine.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I gotta pull the fucking card for everybody. Fuck! Who are you? Sorry, I'm stuffing my face. Unprofessional. But I need to eat before work today, or I'm going to die.
Damn it, Geordi. Just don't. Just don't.
Which part of that sentence do I not?
Just all of the above. Just don't.
Ah!
I see.
What the fuck did I open? Those three? I can't open. Gray's dead, so don't need this one anymore.
So, as you guys sail across the water, it's about 2 days in your travel, and you consult Yizum at one point, kind of asking him what the distance is to the mainland. He looks over his map and says, well, there is one island that we'll have to go around, but it should be smooth sailing. Let's say it will take about a week to fully traverse to the mainland.
What's everyone initiative plus?
Initiative plus for everybody is +3. Oh, wait.
That doesn't change no matter what.
Oh, wait. I may have lied. I'm lying to you. I've lied.
You do that quite often, so it doesn't shock me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man.
Lisa was... I prefer that one on a fucking initiative roll, honestly. I don't mind going last. I'm not gonna lie. I hate getting a nat 20 on an initiative roll, because it's just a waste of money.
Yes. Give it to me.
I'm gonna run to my mini fridge and grab an energy drink.
What the fuck?
It's like a fucking minute away.
So their initiatives are actually +1.
Ah, even worse. I'd rather you lied to me. Look, can we keep the lie? The lie was awesome. I love the lie.
I don't think so. I'm sorry.
You're a cunt.
That's Chief.
13 for Evelyn, 18 for Salem, 9 for Yeezy, 8 for Aldrich.
Oh wait, 13 Evelyn, 18 Salem,
9 Yeezy,
9 for Yeezy,
8 for Aldrich, 14 for the Spirit of Grey.
Yes, Aldrich is now officially here. 9. Oh, I gotta roll for Nim Nim.
Nim.
Ooh, that's pretty good. She got a 4.
I don't like your lies.
She did. It's true. Look at this.
The pretty good part was the lie.
Look at this. I haven't touched it. That's a fuck. Fuck. Where is it?
That's a fuck.
That's a 3. So +1, 4.
Eventually, it'll show the guys on stream. I don't have Discord open anymore. I have the stream open because I want to stare at the chat. Actually, I can pop out the chat.
Yeah, you can pop it off.
How the fuck do I do that?
Just pop off, chat.
Just pop off. We're fucking nerds. How do I do the chat pop out? I forgot already.
Ooh, I
did this last week too. What the fuck?
Ooh, I like this beam. All right, so.
Oh wow, I've never looked at the settings when in mod mode.
Gray is gone at times.
I honest to God think it was easier to pop out chat when I was not a mod. Hey, somebody in chat, be a real pal. Tell me how the fuck to do the pop out. Because I don't remember, and I can't find it. Nope, that I just got rid of chat with that one. That's not what I wanted.
Why are you like this, Geordi?
Because I'm stupid?
Well, that checks. That checks.
Chief called, that's it.
Chief called.
The cogwheel. Click the cogwheel, click on top.
Ooh, real swell.
Where is that? Is that on here? Am I blind? Probably.
Oh, nice meme. I need you, Geordi, to roll contest. You think I'm supposed to actually know things? What do you think I am?
I was hoping you would. You know, I'm sorry for assuming. I'm sorry for assuming your IQ level. Don't report me, please.
We're in 2019. We can't assume anything at this point.
I legitimately can't find the pop-out chat option. Like, I clicked on the cog. It's not here in my list. Channel modes, task, there's, like, nothing about...
It's under my preferences.
Show mod icon, show moderation action, show messages caught by, show timestamp, deleted messages, pause chat. That is all I have under my preferences. Oh. I don't... Like, it's not here.
Are you a mod?
Yes.
He is a mod.
Yes, I am. This is why I'm having more issues, probably.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna put him before him. That's fine. Ooh, this is nice. I like this a lot. All right, Geordi. So.
Oh shit! There it is. Thank you.
See, Fallen's. This is why I kept Fallen as a mod, because she's.
I don't Twitch.
High quality
like
Twitch.
Ever.
She does the Twitch well. She twitches very nice. So
I turn on Twitch like Mondays and Tuesdays. That's about it.
So Jocelyn, it's been about 2 days on the open seas, and there has been a little bit of time on the first day where it was raining. Not like a full storm, but it was raining pretty good. You've essentially been just normal sail, like keeping up maintenance, keeping up inventory, like how much food you guys have, and you're looking pretty solid. And midday on the second day of sailing, you're doing your rounds aboard the ship, and I need you to roll a perception check for me, please, and thank you, fam. BRB gonna ask Tay.
What if I don't?
Hey, fall on. I want food. I'll take some food. If you're just giving out food, I'll take.
I got food. Good.
But you're not me, and I want food. So there you go. That felt mean.
Where'd you go when when we both got up and walked away?
I got tea. But I was also talking with my parents. So
Fair. 20 on that.
So as you're going,
Forgot I was close.
you can see that barely in your vision as you look down towards the water, you see these thin black tentacle like appendages kind of past the boat.
The amulet's back! What the fuck? Why? What? Why? That's all I gotta say. Whenever you throw things at me, it's just why.
What's wrong? What's wrong, Captain?
I'm pulling out my gun.
Seanth just instinctively pulls out his axe as like a response, just like, what? Where is it, Captain? Where?
Water tentacles.
Swordsmen, get out your weapons! And you see that some of the crew have like taken out scimitars and falchions, and you see some of the other swordsmen, they run up onto the deck hearing Salen's call, and they start drawing their weapons as well, and they're just looking around looking for it. You see Evelyn look over the other side of the boat. I see them. And as she says this, you see emerging out of the water and latched on to the side of the boat are these silver-skinned, essentially it looks like a gray humanoid with these thick fingers. They have
Why? Why do they have to be thick?
That's what the picture shows. I'm sorry. They have these large, thin fins on their forearms that kind of stretch out. You see that their mouth itself, there's two flaps of skin that open up, and you eventually see the sharp teeth inside of it. And they have deep red eyes. But not like when energy, like magic, emits from someone's eyes. It's literally their eye itself is pure red. And you also see on the back of their heads, it sprouts out about 4 of those black tentacles. They're physical tentacles that have these nodules on the ends of them, and they just flutter around as these things are trying to climb up aboard the ship. So it's initiative.
Yeah.
So, first up is...
It's a good cake.
What kind of cake is
Oh,
it? Yes, that.
Is it
I think
good?
I'm getting a backstory coming to mind. I'm kind of liking it. So first up is you, Jocelyn.
Cake? What kind of cake? Well, how many of these things are there?
On your side of the boat, there are 2.
How many are there total?
You hear Evelyn call out, and it sounds like that there are 2 more on the other side of the ship.
Red velvet.
Red velvet and chocolate. I'm mad jealous, dude. I haven't had cake in so long. Dude, I need some cake. Someone should send me cake. Hey, guys, instead of donating money, can you just like ship a cake and then have that be your donation? That'd be great, guys. I appreciate that.
Apparently, there's a system where people can order you food via like Grubhub or DoorDash or something like that.
I saw that. That's amazing, dude. I think eventually I kind of want to have something like that. I would feel kind of like a dick as like, yeah, give me food, but that just seems really cool, honestly. So Jocelyn, what is your first action? You can get Cheesecake Factory cheesecake shipped. I'm tempted. I'm real tempted. I fucking love cheesecake.
Do these guys know the story of you buying a lot of cheesecake?
Oh no, they don't. That was a thing that happened. So
you do that while I process what I want to do for my turn.
so me and Geordi, we went out to the Cheesecake Factory at some point. We had some good food, and then they handed us the menu with all the cheesecakes on it. I think in total there were about 22 or 24 cheesecakes total. So I'm looking at all these. I'm like, they all look really good. I don't know which one I want to buy. So then I had a moment where I'm like, but wait. What if I just bought all of them? No, it was 30-something. I'm pretty sure it was 30-something. So I looked at Jordan and I said, I know what I'm going to do. And he immediately knew what I was thinking. So I asked the waiter.
I recommended he didn't do it.
But it happened. And I asked the waitress actually. I asked her to get me every cheesecake that they had. And that day, I spent just under $300 on cheesecake. I bought one slice of every kind that they had. And I ate most of them, actually. Not all of them. Eventually, some got eaten by the saps, but... Hold up. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yeah, it was about 32. I still have the receipt. I still have the receipt from when we did that. Because I gotta have proof. Like, if someone says, oh, no, you didn't do that, I gotta show them that, oh, in fact, I did. So, yeah, that happened. Geordi, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I don't... who's next to me?
Right now, it would be Salem.
PC-wise.
PC-wise, Salem.
Just Salem?
Yep.
Alright. So I'll do the bonus action thing to moralize 2 people.
Alright.
Salem's being one of them, and Manimri being the other. Fuck.
Alright.
I haven't boozed her with this thing yet.
And that's a bonus action. Right?
Yeah, that's my bonus action.
Alright.
So those 2 get +1s to attack, damage, and saving.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot one of the things.
Fucking do it. Roll to hit, bitch.
I'm not hitting it. That's a 10.
Close. But it misses. So you fire.
Second attack!
Flies just past them.
Okay. 11! Woo! Good day. Good day.
That hits.
I love this day. What? The fuck? Whose mans is this? What much damage do I do? Oh.
Mans of the sea. These are the mans, see? These are the seas, man. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Chat, help.
12 damage!
12 damage? Holy shit, dude. So, the first shot rings out, and it just grazes past the guy, like, into the water. The second shot, you get right up on its grill and just bang, and you fire into its chest as it just rips through whatever little clothing it has, and why have we not done that yet? I don't know.
Question. I know it's too late to ask this question.
What's up?
Because I just realized that my proficiency went up from +2 to +3. Does that include to my attack bonus?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep.
I didn't add that.
Because it's your dex plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, I didn't add that. All right, cool. Good to know for next time.
Well, Geordi, you're out of the game.
All right, guys. Good plan.
Out, bye.
See you guys next time. I've made a game, maybe, if I ever am.
I kid.
Matt might just come to me and kill me in real life. Fuck it.
Tactical nuke incoming! So, you fire your second shot. It rips into the guy's clothing and a little bit into his flesh, and you see some of the blood trickle out of his body. But you see that he still is able to hold on. Actually, I lied.
Actually, Fred?
No, he falls.
I didn't realize he was... Hey, I thought they were up here already.
Not yet. They're still climbing up on the ship.
Ah, I missed that part. All right, cool.
So, failing his constitution save, the force and the sudden trauma of being hit in the chest with his ball bearing, it loosens his grip and he falls back down into the water.
Yeah, I'm mad at myself. Both those shots would have hit if I knew I had a +1. Because it would have been 11 and 12.
Yeah.
Oh well. Live and learn. I didn't update that when I leveled up last week.
Oh, you did?
No, I forgot level 5 it ups your proficiency.
Oh. Well, yes it does. Okay.
Also, not sponsored, but this shit's good as fuck.
Wait, what are you eating? Or what?
I don't know how well it showed.
Is that game fuel?
No.
Oh.
Damn
it.
It's
I thought
called
you would use use Coke Lewis at checkout for 10% off.
I saw these at the store and I was like, yep, I'm gonna buy this because I want to try it. Good.
Nice.
I mean, the one I'm drinking right now, it tastes like fucking cotton candy. Oh, great.
Jeez. Big jealous. I haven't touched an energy drink in, honestly, a while. I've just been drinking teas, dude.
Working night shifts again. I'm dying.
So, next up then would be Salem. And
can he even reach the thing?
He can throw a hand axe. He does have one of those. So as his action, he can do that to...
What level are these?
The retainers are level 3 right now.
They're level 3 now?
Yep. So they get their 3rd level ability. That should be in the bottom half.
Alright, cool. That skill doesn't help me right now. Alright, well... How many hand axes does he have?
I would say he has 3 on his person right now.
Sacrifice an axe.
Fucking do it.
I'm scared. My rolls have been really shit so far. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's his plus?
It would be a +6, because it's a strength weapon.
Still plus.
Yep.
Okay, that doesn't change. Got it.
Yep.
21.
Oh, yeah, boy. That hits. Roll your damage, eh?
So technically this is in his signature attack thing. Would it still be the D12?
So it'll add the plus that he gets for it, but it's gonna be a D6 since it's a hand axe. We'll keep the damage for the weapon, but it'll still.
That also saves me from getting out because I don't have a D12.
All right then.
5.
Sweet tubular, totally, bruh. So.
Where'd Twitch chat go? Twitch chat, come back.
Push chat, please. So 5. So Salem, seeing that the guys are climbing up onto the side of the ship, he rips off He rips off his leather holster and grabs the hand axe, chucks it down, and it seems like he's a little bit awkward with it, where it's like he's trying to get a good spot, but once he gets that aim, it's like effortless, tossing the hand axe down, and it slices into this thing's shoulder.
Nice.
Good name.
I don't think Salem really could do anything else. I don't want to second.
All right. So then it's going to be one of these things' turns. As it crawls up the ship, you see the first one jump at Salem. And it looks like he is going to try and bite the shit out of him.
Are these things perceptive? Why do they only have like 10 AC?
Let's see.
It's actually really difficult.
Salent's AC is 18, correct? Or is it 15?
15.
15. So that will hit. That's a 21 to hit. So
Why'd you ask? Why the fuck did you ask? Is it an 18 or is it a 15? That's a 21 to hit. Fuck did it matter then? Who cares what it was?
Shit, dude. So
You're a prick.
So I need Salent to roll a Constitution saving throw.
What's that plus? One day I'll memorize these numbers, but not today.
He has a +3 to the Constitution. Or I'm sorry, a +6 to Constitution saving throws.
25.
Oh, God, yeah. So he doesn't take any damage, but what happens on that first attack is this thing jumps onto Salent and tries to like close its maw around his shoulder, trying to tear into it. But it seems like the little bit of armor that Salent has is enough to... It just rips into the armor without actually breaking Salent's scales. Second attack on Salent. That's gonna miss. And a third attack on Salent. That's gonna miss. So it's trying to put all of its effort into biting down on his shoulder. So with Salent like grabbing onto the string, trying to push it off of him, the claws are just kind of scratching up the armor, but not getting any purchase on Salent himself. The next one is going to recover, and he's continuing to try and climb up. He's not up the ship yet, but he's about halfway to the ship. Or he's about halfway to the top deck. Titus is not here, so...
Is that the one that fell, or...?
This is the one that fell. You can still see the wound, the big crater in its chest as it's climbing up the ship.
Just keep, like, shooting it, keep falling back down every time.
No!
It'd be so rude. It'd be, like, the most annoying thing in the world. Like, motherfucker, let me climb up the damn thing.
It's like, it's just cheesing the enemies. It's like Dark Souls.
Hell yeah.
So, next up is Evelyn.
Where's that card at? This one. Nope,
Yeah,
not
boy.
that one. This one. Yeah, this one. I don't have her spells open. Look. From what in the fuck does Blink do?
Blink?
Nope.
That's a good, wholesome,
not.
nice question.
It wasn't wholesome. I added a fucking...
We're not family friendly, guys.
I'm not.
Roll
Roll a d20 at the end of each of your turns for the duration of the spell. And roll 11 or higher, you turn plane resistance appear in the ethereal plane. Spell fails in the casting, wasted if you are already on that plane. At the start of your next turn, and when the spell ends, you are on the ethereal plane. You return to an unoccupied space of your choice. See within 10 feet of space you vanished from. If no unoccupied space is available within that range, you appear in the nearest unoccupied chosen at random if more than one space is near. You can dismiss the spell as an action while on the ethereal plane. Here, plane you originated from, which is cast in shades of gray. Okay. Can't see anything more than 60 feet away. Oh, well. So it's not an attack. Eldritch Blast. I need you up. I don't know your game.
Why haven't you memorized Eldritch Blast yet? God, Geordi.
I'm just not a true D&D-er.
So rude. God. I'm kidding. You're a great D&D. You're a great D&D-er.
Range spell attack.
Yes, sir.
That plus 6.
Good question. That's a very good, nice, wholesome question. Yep, it's plus
Well,
6.
I tried to roll and I just kind of threw my dice on the ground. Nice, dude. 13.
Yes.
I can't do basic math in my head.
Yes, sir. Roll damage. Also, I'm going to switch the audio because this is not reflecting the situation that's currently happening here.
What the fuck are you playing in the stream right now?
I'm playing music, man.
I understand that, but apparently it doesn't reflect the situation, and I'm curious.
Well, because it had waves crashing and stuff like that, and it had a little bit of music, but it was sad music. So it fit the other situation where you guys were on the island. But here, you're fighting, and that doesn't fit the situation. So I gotta change the music up.
Okay.
See, I can
Is there...
I can D&D.
Does she have a spell attack bonus? Not a spell attack. Spell damage bonus?
Unless it tells you to add additional damage, it's just whatever the roll is. So it will just be based on what you have that plus for spell attacks.
I don't know which D10 I just rolled. I threw a D10 into a pile of another D10s, and I don't know which one it is. Try that again.
Beats me, man.
Roll 2 ass damage.
2 damage. Bow. So, you
Do
see
these retainers ever get to like level?
to level 20? They get to a max of level 7.
Well, okay, then. Next question is very important. How do I dictate higher levels of spell? Like when a retainer has a spell that's like, oh, 5th level you get this bit, and then 11th level you get this bit, 17th level you get this.
They just don't get it.
That's bullshit.
I'm sorry. They're just they're retainer. They're tougher than just a regular NPC, but they're not supposed to be as powerful as you guys because they're supposed to just be followers of the PCs. They're just supposed to be like there as assistants, but they're not supposed to be.
Depending on what you keep throwing at us, they may need to be as powerful as me, as there's only me and Harper.
Well, maybe I'll just get more people in here. Maybe we'll just make this another full campaign. I'll just kill off the rest of your crew.
Campaign.
Maybe I'll just kill the rest of your crew, Geordi. Huh? You want that?
Campaign just joins them. I feel like you're gonna do it anyway. Like, that's not even a threat. That's just like you're just telling me what's gonna happen.
Have faith, Geordi. Have faith, Geordi. It's fine.
I can only imagine that you just make this campaign join Tuesday campaign.
Who knows? So.
You know.
Well, maybe.
You're running both of them.
Well,
you dictate if that happens or not.
Well, who knows? So.
Listen, God. I'm gonna kick your ass.
So, Evelyn throws out her Eldritch Blast. You see it with that little bit of like bluish energy, but it's very light blue, like sky blue, and it fires off, slams into the guy, but it doesn't seem to do enough where it would like loosen up his grip on the ship. Which is nice because it's going to attack her now. Nope, that's a big old whoosh.
What did you roll that you just like instantly said no? What is her AC?
Roll a 3. It's a +6 to hit.
13 for AC.
That one will definitely hit. So I need Evelyn to make a Constitution saving throw, and she just has +3 because she's a warlock.
14? Yeah, 14.
That will make it. So you see that, again, like, it doesn't climb on Evelyn, but you can see that it just charges rushing towards her. And this time it actually tries to grab onto, like, it tries to, like, rip into her side. So the bite just completely misses, but it drives one of its claws into Evelyn's side. And you can see that she's trying to, like, resist the pain of, you know, it tearing through her flesh. Nice. Sweet. Tubular. So that's a nat 20. So I need her to make this Constitution saving throw at disadvantage. I have returned. I just looked up multi-classing. I think I'm gonna play champion fighter. Nope. Okay. That was just a suggestion from us. You feel free to do it how you like. Fighter necromancer would actually be pretty sweet. So I like the idea. Sorry. What'd you roll?
14.
14. So same thing. It's like essentially in the same motion. It drives both of its claws into Evelyn's side. You see one of them like gets essentially buffered by her armor, but the other one, it literally just cleaves through her armor and gashes into her side. And she yells out in pain as this claw wound just drips out onto the deck of the boat. Aldrich.
Fuck. I'm gonna have to look up his shit too, ain't I?
My deception 23. What's going on? How's it going?
What the fuck was that name?
My deception 23.
That's a unique one.
Hey, I like it. It's pretty good. Welcome to the stream. I hope you, if you like what's going on here, I hope you stick around and hang out with us and, you know, just have a good time. I am leaking. God fucking damn it.
And I'm sorry if I do anything to drive anybody away. I am not the most family friendly person. Or the most easy.
I don't think either of us are. Yeah, Aldrich. It is his turn. Oh, he has I am a virus in the Matrix, so don't worry. All right, man.
I'm even more worried now.
Just please be nice to us.
Or don't. It's your choice, I guess.
It's fun. It's okay, I guess. You're the virus. I can't really argue.
I mean, I'm going to classes for IT, but I really haven't gotten to that point yet where I can fight viruses pretty. I'm trying to upload a video that I forgot to do today.
God, fucking
Publish.
Geordi.
All right. How does this work again?
His like.
You.
I think it's like a vampire touch. I think it's
Shield
this thing.
touch. He has shield touch.
Shield.
What are these things? What are their classifications?
Oh, what do you mean?
Abomination, undead.
Oh, I see. They're humanoid.
Okay.
I'm literally saying how it is.
That works.
Okay.
That's all I needed to know.
Oh, gotcha.
I just wanted to. My first thought when I'm fighting anything, it's humanoid. But then it's like past that, it's like, oh, this spell targets this specific type of thing. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Right.
Well, does he get the same +6 that Evelyn does?
Yes.
For his spell attack bonus?
Yep. If anybody's casting a spell, they usually get +6. So.
12.
Barely, but it hits. And what is he casting?
Chill touch.
Chill touch. Gotcha.
Vampiric touch or vampiric? That's a 5th level.
Oh, gotcha. I know I saw it somewhere, but
His 3rd level is blindness / deafness. And I don't feel like looking it up right now. I'm assuming it doesn't do damage though.
no, it literally does what the title says.
On a hit, 1d8, so 2 damage of necrotic, if that makes a difference at all. And it can't regain hit points.
Okay, that's actually good to know. So who is he targeting specifically? Because there are 2 scions on the ship. There are 2 of these things on the ship right now.
The one attacking Evelyn.
Attacking Evelyn. All right. So, what did he get for damage?
2.
2.
There's no plus.
So,
literally my d10s and d20s are rolling. Everything below that sucks.
So, you see Aldrich reach out towards the creature that's attacking Evelyn. This skeletal hand casting itself over towards it, and it rushes through, trying to essentially take out its life essence. As it sweeps across, you can see that there's a little bit of that necrotic energy that darkens this creature's skin, but it doesn't seem to take it too much off path. It kind of just passes through and does the damage, and then Aldrich brings it back to him. Yeez 'em.
Yeah, these retainers don't get too attacked.
They do not.
Fuck. Harper, why could you not be here? I switched to... Fucking, where is he? There he is. Yeah. What the fuck? What is your 3rd level? Intense. Ends the Acolyte's weapon, causing their next attacks to deal extra 2d6 blood. Good God. Is that a bonus action or does that take my action? Because it doesn't specify.
Let me pull up his thing real quick. Oh, is this wind?
Yeah. Causing the next attack. Yeah, it doesn't say. I guess that's up to you. I'll do it either way, but
So, I'd say that tracks. Like, it would essentially be that the next 2 attacks that he does, it's because he does 1 attack a turn, so it would be his next 2 turns he deals this additional damage. But it's described
so
as like
take his turn to do.
Or
would he still be able to attack after he casts it? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, gotcha.
Because it doesn't specify if it takes his turn to do that or not. That's
I would say
your
since
call at that point.
Yeah, I think how it's implying it is that you cast it and then it applies on the next turn. So he can cast that. It would essentially be him bringing up his water knives, and then that like cyclone of wind circles around them as he's preparing these weapons.
I really like his retainer card. It reminds me of the shaman in World of Warcraft. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. And that'll be his.
All right. So another one climbs up onto the ship, and it looks like the closest person to this one is actually Aldrich. So he's gonna go for his attacks against Aldrich. It's a miss. That's gonna be a bite that hits. So Constitution save for Aldrich. It's a +3.
Stay on the table. That's a 6.
So, as this thing charges towards him, the bite again misses, kind of like Evelyn, where Aldrich kind of ducks out of the way. But as it brushes past him, it brings its hand back and slashes across Aldrich's face. And he has these large gashes that tear across his cheek as he just gets stumbling back a little bit. And you just see that blood collecting and getting essentially dripped into his clothes. And he is now at 2 health levels. And
your health is not hard. I don't.
Well, so
I'm just hoping you keep tracking that better than me.
Right. So what their levels are, or what their health levels are, equals what their level is. So since they're level 3, all the retainers have 3 health levels. If they fail that Constitution save, they lose 1 health, and if they go down by all their health levels, they knock unconscious.
Okay.
So that second attack will also hit. Another Constitution save.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What is that? Oh, good. 8. I've rolled 2 different dice at this point.
Very close, but yes, it will make it. So, as it claws across Aldrich's...
What's the passing for that?
So DC for it is 7. For the bite, it's 6.
Okay.
So, as he claws across, Aldrich gets knocked over to the side, and then it tries to bring up one of its claws and drive down into Aldrich's back, but he's able to essentially get close, like he's essentially able to back up enough where the claws just miss him, and he stands up preparing his next spell. Menemery! Time to shoot things, girl. That was really close to being a 1. But it's a 9. It's a...
I was about to say, like, you're about to give me that fucking retainer card. I need you to not hurt her.
So she rolled a 24. So she's definitely making that. And the gun does a d10 of damage. So give it to me. I will... Fuck.
Alright.
Nope, not doing that. My preferences do not lean toward... Ooh, that's sick hella damage. That's sick hella damage, yo.
Yeah, the gun does a fuck ton for no reason.
So she deals 12 damage to this thing.
I like
So, Aldrich gets torn across the face and he's fighting with this thing. And suddenly, a shot rings out from the stairway of the ship and ripping into this thing's face. Again, like another like deep gash in the side of its head, and it reels back. You see Menemery hold up with the pistol and preparing to reload it. Top of the round, Jocelyn.
I'm gonna shoot the one climbing again.
Do it.
Maybe.
Bet you won't.
13.
That will hit.
Seven damage.
Because I like the... I'm gonna make him do this just because I think Oh no! So again, Jocelyn, you bring out your pistol, fire into him, and a shot bringing down on his shoulder. He again loses his grip and drops down into the water. And you can now see that just his armor getting pelted with your rounds as he drops down. Anything else?
I'll do I'll spend a... Do I get more credit? Where the fuck is that at? Oh, no. Oh. Wow, I'm dumb. I didn't read that part. I get grit equal to my wisdom modifier. I have 4 of these bitches. I've had 4 of them since level 4, and I was just using it as if I had 3. Winging shot on the one attacking assailant.
Nice.
17.
That will hit. Full damage.
And he needs to roll... You hit a creature, spend 1
That's
grit.
gonna make it.
Top,
I think.
strength save.
Strength save.
14.
Rolled a 22.
He takes 9 damage.
9.
But he made it, so he's not knocked.
So, as this thing has climbed on Salenth and he's trying to rip it off, just fires into the thing's side, and you see it release his grip off of Salenth, and now Salenth has enough space where he can pull out his axe and draw it, preparing to swing on this thing. Speaking of, he's gonna try and hit the crap out of this thing again. Actually, false. What he's gonna do is, you see that the mouth flaps open up, essentially all like to its full circumference, I guess. If that's how you want to describe it. It opens up and it stares up into the.
Let's say what goes before this thing.
It does. He does. So, Salenth, roll your stuff. I was describing Salenth and I'm like, yeah, that's his turn. Nope, not his turn. So yeah, he can swing on this thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get up though. 18 to hit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Where are my D12s? You. Plus 3. So 12 damage total.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So, Salenth, bringing up his axe, drives down into this thing's chest, and think of Stormbreaker hitting Thanos' chest, where it just drives in and sticks inside of the thing, and he just presses it down a little bit further, trying to get as much damage out as possible. So now it does this. In this reaction to Salenth driving it into its chest and pretty much like close to making it suffocate on its own blood from how deep it's gone into its chest, it lifts up its head, opening up its mouth flaps as wide as they can go, and it screeches. And I need everyone to roll wisdom saving throws.
You're killing me. Gotta roll for 5 fucking people here. Do I even have...
No.
Alright, keyboard, you need to get the fuck out of the way. Jesus. Fuck did I die? Oh. What the fuck? I lost 2 dice in this process. What happened?
God damn it, Geordi.
Where did they go? Well, my wisdom save is... No. 8.
18. So
I'm... Aldrich is 17. Salenth is 10.
nice, sweet, beautiful. I love it.
Oh, there's both of dice. They were behind the fucking control.
What's up?
Evelyn is 12. Nope, that's a 10 still. Oh, I had 2 too many.
like that. Sorry about that,
Someone's
guys.
driving through the yard.
What's up?
What kind of drama do you have? What?
Cousin was driving through the yard, fam. Oh, okay. What the? Okay.
Evelyn's a 10 and Yeezy's a 19.
Let's see. So, Salenth, Evelyn, and Minimri, as this screech is let out, you almost hear it resonating inside of your own heads. Like it feeling like it drives into your guys' brains. And Salenth, Evelyn, and Minimri, they're all stunned until this thing's next turn.
Okay.
I gotta just. Okay, so yeah, they're incapacitated.
I don't think Tiefling's unique enough.
So yes, they are incapacitated, and attacks against them have advantage. So, all right. So next up then is the one that got shot into the water, and he again. It seems like a little bit slower this time. Is climbing up onto the ship, and he gets pretty much the same point that you got to last time. Evelyn is stunned, so next up is the one that is next to her, actually. And it's going to swing at her. What is Evelyn's armor class?
13.
That will hit. Say 15. Oh, wait, he has advantage. So, yeah. 15. So, Constitution roll for her.
16.
That makes it. So, a bite drives down into her, and same thing. Her armor just barely blocks it out from actually penetrating her skin. Claw. Another 15, so another con save.
15.
Makes it. The claw, this time it seems like it's trying to scratch directly down, like, at her collar and then down. But the armor saves her from getting cut any further. And an 18, so another con save.
Oh my god.
It has advantage.
Fucking 21.
That makes
Get
it.
away from me.
So, this time it
I
tries
have a fucking +1 to my shit because of this stupid... I hate myself. With like an actual passion.
So, this time it actually tries to go for her throat, but just barely missing and hitting onto her shoulder. Aldrich, it's your turn, bud. Fan squad.
I'm gonna cast blindness on the one that was attacking him.
Alright. So, cast that. And
Evade. He needs to make a con save.
cool.
Fuck if I know what the save number is. It doesn't tell me.
So, the save is going to be... At level 3, it's 13. It fails.
Cool, it's
If it
blind.
fails, it is blinded. Automatically fails. Taxing an
And
advantage.
then at the end of each of its turns, it needs to make that save.
Alright.
Every time it fails, it's still blind until it makes it. But it can't do it beforehand. It specifies at the end. So it has to do its stuff and then big try.
Okay, I may have messed that up. That's fine. So, Yeezy.
Did the mess up work in my favor, or no?
We'll see. Let's see what happens. So it is Yeezum's turn.
I got quiet.
Can you hear me? Hello?
It's registering talking, but I can't.
Well, damn. We seem to be having technical issues.
Ah, that's alright, hold on. Say things again?
Hello? How's it going?
There we go.
Yeah, boy.
My computer decided we're muting. We're done now.
I don't want to hear this shit anymore. It is Yeezum's turn.
Cool. Is there a thing that's close to him?
Yeah, well, he could hit the one that's next to Aldrich or next to Evelyn.
Yeah, Evelyn.
All right.
17.
Oh, yeah. So he's got the D8 plus 3, and then he deals the extra 2d6 damage.
$15.
Christ. All right. So. So, Yeezum has these water knives at the ready, and throwing his hands out, they drive into this guy. You see the cyclone of wind that surrounds them essentially push down on this thing's chest, and actually gets pushed back 5 feet as this wall of energy presses up against him and forces him back. Alright. So, this one is going to try and attack Aldrich. He's going to try his darndest. Yeah, that is a miss. Claws. Yeah, it's a miss. And another claw. Which he failed. So, yeah, you see that the deep red that makes up these things' eyes actually kind of blacks over for a minute. And it's in no discernible direction. It's just swiping, like kind of where it estimates Aldrich is, and just swinging wildly at him. But Aldrich bobs and weaves like a martial artist, and he's pretty much safe. And Memory is stunned. She cannot do anything.
That thing needs to make its con.
Oh.
To try to end its blind.
It fails. It's still blind.
Alright, it's still blind.
Yeah, boy. So Memory is stunned. Top of the order, it's gonna be Jocelyn.
Alright, so they'll reach over the edge and fire on this fucker.
I feel like I want to be friends with Matt. Oh, thank you. Hey man, if you want to be friends, I'm down. I have unlimited friend potential. All right.
Such a weird thing. 21.
21. Oh yeah, that's good.
22.
It doesn't matter. Roll damage. You know, it's an 11 AC. Like,
11 damage.
Christ. And because I think it's funny. Okay, he actually rolls a nat 20 for that. So, still takes the damage, 11, or 10 or 11.
11.
11. So... 30. Alright. So, you actually get a clear shot at his head. And again, you fire down, it rips into his armor, and it gets a little closer to his throat. Like, it would have pretty much killed him if it was a little bit, maybe like 2 inches up. But this time, it crashes into him. You see more of this dark blood ooze out of his wound, but he doesn't fall. Like, he grips on with everything that he has and just stares you down with his red eyes glaring at you and starts to continue his climb up the ship.
I'm gonna shoot him again.
All right, roll it. Roll it.
29.
Yep, roll damage. Because I think it's funny. Because you told me to.
8 damage.
8, so... Alright, this guy's getting messed up. So, fire again. This time, in the other shoulder. Rips off. And he loses his grip on that arm as it drops down, but he's holding on as much as he can with all of his strength on his other arm. And struggling up, he grabs a hold and still continues his climb. And Salenth is stunned, so let's see here. Till the end of his turn. Right, so this one is, again, going to try and target Salenth. Makes that one. I need Constitution saving throw from Salenth.
No. Reaction. Take no damage. I can tell you what the fuck it's actually called. Invulnerable reaction. The Reaver ignores all damage taken from one.
Incapacitated. An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions, and he is stunned.
I feel like that's just the thing.
That's how it is. Stunned creature is incapacitated. Can't move and only can speak only falteringly. 12? That will make it, though. So he does not lose his health level. And this time, it's trying to just rip into his head. But he has this leather helm on that protects the top of his cranium. And it burrows down into the leather. 2 4, so that definitely misses. And a 23, so another Constitution.
21.
Definitely passes. Claw going for his throat and backs up just enough where it
Didn't want to roll.
so
So I tried to use it, guys. Didn't want to roll.
that's and that would have been that was a smart play. It was definitely a smart play. Just in the moment, it's not. So this thing ends its turn. Everyone who failed is now unstunned. And this one that you've been shooting at, just tearing through this guy with your ammo. He finally perseveres up the ship and climbs up, going for attacks on you.
No.
It's a 19 hit.
Yes.
Okay. So
AC.
So I actually need to roll damage now. What did I do? What's wrong with me? So this bite drives down into your shoulder, and this time the armor that you wear, it seems to fail in that spot, tearing through into your skin, and it deals 6 damage. Does a 15 hit?
No.
So, slash him at the claws and just grazes across the chest plate of your armor. And that's a complete whiff. As it tries to, you just sidestep out of the way and it almost falters next to you as you're preparing up your next shots. Evelyn. Does a 37 hit?
I don't know if anybody caught it earlier. It's like, what's her AC? Is it 15 or 18? It's 15. Okay, it's a 24. Why the fuck do you ask? Like, really? Emma, where's your card? I want to use Blink for the sake of using it.
What do you call a psionic halfling outlaw? A small, medium at large.
Oh my god, I've seen that like 15 times at this point.
I haven't. I fucking love it. That's fantastic. Lines.
I can't even react to it anymore. It seems.
Limestoner 613. Thank you for hanging out, man. I appreciate you coming in with that sick joke. And I hope you stick around if you like it and hang out with everyone that's.
Oh my god, that's awful.
I also know a lot of one-liners about drow slaves, but none of them ever work. Oh, that's great and kind of horrible at the same time. That's fantastic, though. Holy shit. All right.
Terrible.
So, what is Evelyn doing?
5 damage. A roll of 17 to hit with Eldritch Blast.
All right. So,
Oh,
boom.
God.
This time, it actually hits his leg. And you see him, like backpedal as the shot slams into him. That force damage just rips some of his clothing away. I would more so just to message him all day and brainstorm ideas. Yo, fucking
trust me, Matt's got plenty of ideas.
This brain is like, his brain's like the Hoover Dam. All right, like you get a hole in, and just the flood. It's there's a lot of water. That's what I'm saying. But no, I
mean, shit, Matt. Me and you made what 4 different custom classes at this point.
We did. That's not including the archetypes for the one class, because the one class has 4 archetypes for 4 specific characters.
Yeah, for 4 specific people, we made like archetypes in one class type.
Mm-hmm. But no, dude, I love just brainstorming it because there's a lot of times where I just sit here and I have those sort of ideas and nothing to bounce out or like no one to bounce the idea off of at the time. So I'd fucking love if there was someone that was just like, yo, what are you thinking for D&D? And I'm like, let me hit you up, fam! And I just slap down the paper with like 50 different ideas. As a northern tundra barbarian, if I had gotten cancer as a child, I wonder if the Waterdeep Make-A-Wish Foundation would have let me go on a seal clubbing expedition.
You got some really fucked up jokes, man. I love it.
Alright.
I love fucked.
Next guy. He's going to swing at Evelyn. Without advantage this time, though, so. Miss. That's a hit.
Ask me something.
And her AC's 13, right? So 2 hits. So I need 2 saving throws. Reminds me of the time I got arrested by the town guard at the Dwarven Bank when a blind hag asked me to check her balance. How could I have known she would fall down when I pushed her?
It's just so simple.
Dude, this is great.
That's all right. I want to die first.
Can you just stop that, please? Oh, what did you roll?
I rolled 2 2s for a total of 5 for both of them.
Oh no. So
Shit.
So this time, as this bite comes down, and as his bite comes down, same thing, it brushes off the armor. But this time, the first claw drives into her chest, and it actually tears again through, like,
Good lord!
through the chest, and through, like, a little bit of her, like, abdomen. And the second one, he drives it up, and all over this side of her head gets clawed to shit basically, like 4 distinct claw tracks that drive into her head, and she's stepped back about. She's actually knocked prone now with those 2 attacks, and she's at 1 health level left. Aldrich.
Oh god, stop the match.
By the way, if your orcish harem still hasn't decided whether you should get a vasectomy because the vote is 7-7, you should definitely get a vasectomy. Or a different harem. You're not wrong. I mean, I can't say, but I mean, you're probably right. But I don't know. Never been a part of a harem. Or you didn't get a vasectomy before. So.
Neither of those things pertain to me.
Unfortunately.
I don't know how to say unfortunately or fortunately?
Fortunately.
Okay, I was supposed to say, like, unfortunately.
What
kind of life do you secretly want to live?
Wait a second. Don't look at my dream journal.
Oh, what am I doing?
You're playing Aldrich, man. That's all I got, though. Honestly, I don't know why no streamers haven't gotten tapped into the untapped world of tap dancing. You know, I used to actually tap dance. True story.
I'm glad your brain still functioned after that. That just turned me into shutdown mode.
That's true. It was a short period of my life, but it happened. So, can't deny it. It did.
I'm gonna attack the one that's stacking Evelyn.
Righto. It's good for fitness, no?
25
it
hit?
is! Like, like, you get good cardio out of tap dancing. Like, I'll admit that. Sorry, what's up?
Does 25 hit?
Yeah, it hits. That's a 46 hit!
God, I wish I did more damage with this, though. 2. Can't regain hit points!
Just so you are aware.
That's all this thing does. If they were undead, it'd do more. But they're not undead.
Oh dear, dear, dear. What an awkward situation. Looks like a family feud is brewing over land. My psalms are sweaty, knees weak, cross is heavy. Last supper is ready. It's the Lord's spaghetti.
Oh my god. Miles.
You're on fire today. Are you a genasi?
Your chat is insane right now.
Good. I love a lively chat. Keep it up, chat. Don't change
In
who you are.
comparison to what I'm used to from everyone, it's just like, there's a lot going on now.
I love it. I love that the chat's being all crazy and stuff, and I fucking love it. Gemini. Hashtag Gemini Gems. You gotta love them. So.
What's going on?
Yeezum. It is his turn.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm getting caught up with the chat.
I get it. It's gonna be a rough day when chat's constantly moving.
Mm-hmm. I'm just staying inside, smoking my weed. You got your priorities straight. I can appreciate that. So yes, Yeezum can. Who's he
slap. The Evelyn thing.
Evelyn. You're just gonna fuck up this guy who's. Yep, that makes sense. So.
After what they just witnessed happen to her? Yes.
Yeah.
18.
Mm-hmm.
What?
So, D8 plus 3, and then the extra 2d6.
13.
Yeah. 31. So yeah, 2 more water knives get risen up out, and instead of having him directly throw them in front of him, he now sends them off to the sides, and pretty much drives them into both sides of this thing's neck as the water slashes through into its throat, and the wind, poof, like, is essentially taking like two stones and slapping them together like that. And just imagine having his head in the middle. It's pretty much like that, where those two forces just crush down on his skull. Let's see. So he is blind still. So this Scion is gonna try and, like, he's essentially moving over 20 feet into the center of the ship, and he's going to let out another screech. Wisdom saves, everyone. Korea facts. The magpies. Wait, hold on, what?
Almost true.
The magpie is Korea's national bird. Superstition holds that if it sits in your window and caws twice, your children will get diabetes? Okay. Interesting. So what did everybody get?
Aldrich and
Nice.
Salenth 20 non-net.
Shit.
Evelyn is 14.
All right.
Easy is 19. Mine. Yeah, 16.
So, everybody except for Aldrich is safe. But as this thing moves past him, it lets out this screech, and Aldrich is almost not prepared for it. He's focusing in on trying to kill the one that's next to Evelyn. So as it lets out this screech, he holds his ears and collapses down on the ground with that psionic energy pressing down and essentially trying to tear into his brain.
The fuck?
Korea facts! The girl group Crayon Pop were the first idols to perform entirely in Swahili in Inkigayo.
Close enough.
Sure. Though they received netizen backlash for also hunting a wild ibex during the dance break. Hashtag almost true.
I just want to know what the almost part of that is.
I feel like their name wasn't Crayon Pop.
That's the only thing that's wrong with that fact. Oh, man.
So, Nimri, how you doing, girl? You're not doing so hot. False, she is. She makes it. Just barely. As she loads her pistol shot, she holds up the pistol, and she's aiming at the one that's screeching at the top of its lungs, firing in and into its chest. Through the armor, that black, inky blood sprays off onto the deck of the ship, splattering it on the wooden planks, and it gets pushed back from the impact. Top of the round, Jocelyn.
Hashtag screw bonobos. Hashtag don't screw bonobos.
Thank you for the warning.
It's the most recent Korea fact. Yeah, shoot the thing in front of me now.
How are we getting Korea facts? That's what I want to know. Is it just an automatic command?
I don't know. He just said type exclamation point Korea.
Oh, it's him sending it.
Facts.
Oh, I'm a stupid. I'm stupid.
I don't know how he has these at the ready. That's what I'm confused by.
That's more impressive. Jesus Christ, dude.
I just want to see when it ends at this point. Yeah. So 22.
22. Sorry. Who are you aiming at? Who are you aiming at?
The one that actually got up here. That was not supposed to get up here. He was supposed to keep falling, but he didn't do that.
Yeah. All right.
15 damage.
Good fucking lord, dude.
Shake Korean boobs.
He wants to know about Koreans, man. Oh boy. Don't shame him.
$23.
Mm-hmm. Fucking end his career, dude.
14 damage. Is his career ended?
So, his first shot slashes through his throat. This huge gash tearing through that black blood dripping down. And the second shot, you raise it up directly to its forehead. Click. A hole directly through his forehead. Out the back. And with that, he drops down.
Actually, that roll was for you.
And he tumbles off the side of the railing and falls down into the water, dead.
Yeah, stay in the water, bitch.
Suddenly a necromancer appears. He starts climbing out of the water again.
Wait a minute. Lamsorter, do you have a bot or something on your end that just responds to that?
Because if you do, that's amazing. But also... but also, why?
That'll end my turn for...
Alright. So, Salenth. Have you used his morale yet?
No!
You still have
'Cause
that.
technically-
Doesn't matter.
Well, hold on, let me...
Pro bonobo.
Choose gain +1 bonus to your attack rolls. If the bonus is provided by morale lasts for 1 minute, or until you use the feature again.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think you guys have been through about 4 rounds, so you still got it.
I should have been adding it to everything they were doing, and I haven't been because I forgot about it immediately after using it.
Sounds about right.
Sheepbacks.
What does my chat become? What is going on here?
Insanity. Okay. So yeah, Salenth is chop at the thing in front of him. How better to do.
All sheep wait for males to make the first move, so lesbian sheep never get any. They just stand around during mating season. Hashtag sad but true.
God damn it. That's 15.
Oh yeah, bud. Roll that damage, eh?
8.
Yep. So, this time, Salenth swings the axe around and chops into the thing's leg. Just tears through, and another huge gash opens up. Well, that's a miss. That's a hit. And that's a hit. So, 2 Constitution saving throws.
The Salenth?
Yep.
Let's only do one of those.
You're taking a reaction?
Yes.
Good shit.
Bit. 10.
Yep. He makes it. So, this thing misses with the bite again, but 2 more claws trying to tear into Salem's arms. And one of them, he literally just smacks the hand away from him as it's trying to attempt this. And the second one, with that, like, movement, it tries to dig into the inside of Salem's arm, but his scales are too tough, and it just scrapes across them. Evelyn. Would you rather burp every minute you were awake for the rest of your life, fart every minute, or hiccup? Burp. Probably okay, so...
Just kill me! I second that!
So...
Because all of that would suck.
So, I get really angry when I have hiccups, because they're just so violent. I don't like them. So if it was between farting and burping, I would take burping, because farting just seems really offensive. And like you could
eventually you'd burn a hole through your chair.
Probably, yeah.
And probably all of your pants.
Just
if I have to choose one, it'd probably be the hiccup. But my hiccups aren't violent.
I'd say burping. I'll just drink soda all the time,
annoying.
so that there's at least an excuse for it. I'll just get really fat.
Just note though, it's every minute.
Every minute.
Every minute, like on the minute.
No matter what you're doing, or no matter what it is that you're being affected by, you can't like be in a business meeting. You can't do phone call. Well, you could do a phone call and be farting, but like a burp or a hiccup, you can't do phone calls. You can't do business meetings. You can't do a lot of things that just need concentration.
I'm already cracked mentally.
Evelyn. Is yours?
Eldritch Blast.
Do it.
No, Aldrich someone. Who the fuck? That's 5, so that's 11. Yeah, 11.
Yeah, that'll hit. Oh my good lord.
10.
10 damage.
Not 10. It's a D10. I'm just like trying to. I don't have it pulled up, so.
Oh, sorry. All right.
8 damage.
8 damage. So Evelyn is hitting the one that hit her, I assume.
Yes.
10. Cool. So again, this time it's both hands because of just how like torn up she is from these claws. Literally just both hands like Hadouken and just sends the Eldritch Blast out and slams the guy's chest again. Well, this one doesn't take too kindly to that.
I love how this
Yep.
I love how this session turned into like semi-just chatting session.
Essentially.
It's not too big of a deal. Like
No,
Harper's
I mean-
not here, so.
Right, Harper's not here. It's just 2 of us running through this encounter. Not bad. I'm cool with it.
I don't mind not getting too far in the sake of having Harper here.
Right.
Some of the more stuff.
Some of the more story beat things. Have a great session. Off to tell a Korean stream. I can't speak Korean in Korean. You are an enigma of a man, but I absolutely love that. Limestoner613, thank you for hanging out.
Absolute bad lad.
Thank you for giving us these sick facts. And thank you for just being an all-around cool guy in the chat. Really do appreciate it. I hope you stick around. Limestoner, thank you for the follow. I really do appreciate it. And welcome to the guild. Again, hope you have a great day today. However the rest of your day goes. Hope to see you around again. So,
Here, man.
I need 3 Constitution saving throws from Evelyn.
Why?
Because it hit 3 times.
Well, can it not?
I mean,
Well,
it could not. It just decided not to not.
Well, she's knocked out.
Shit.
I passed 2 of them.
It's the
I
last
rolled
one.
a 15 and a 13, but then they would total out to 18 and 16. The last one, 1.
So, she tries her best to dodge out of the way of these last attacks, but one of them, driving for the chest, just digs through, and the amount of blood loss that she's taken, it just stacks up, and she eventually falls flat on her back and is knocked out unconscious. Let me see. Okay, so retainers still make death saving throws. I think I'm gonna shave my head. Can I ask why? If you'd be willing, can I ask why?
Did the one that screeched, was that the one that was blind?
Yes.
Did it make another con save?
Oh, it did. Oh. That was a nat 1.
Alright, it's blind as fuck.
Oh yeah. Now its eyes are completely covered over in dark black. So Aldrich is stunned. Yeezum.
Okay, so here's a question for you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. There's a number.
There's a number.
Does that mean how many times I can use it within a day?
Does it say next to the special ability or the special action?
Yeah, it's 3rd level, and then in parentheses 3/day.
Yeah, so that's how many times you can use it per day. So, Deception, the reason Harper is not moving is because that is a picture of him. Because he doesn't have a camera set up, so we have the picture of him to represent his person being here. Today, obviously, he's not here for the Wi-Fi reasons, but that is how his normal setup is. It's just the still picture. And he is not here today, which is why after this encounter, we'll have it cut so we know that we're carrying on with Jocelyn's mission, but Titus can get back into some of the more story-heavy portions of the sessions. So.
Yeah. Because he's also very helpful in the sense of he helps me talk through certain areas because I don't talk good.
And he's a healer, so.
He's also a healer, which would have been really useful right now.
So yeah. So Yeezum has used this once, which means he can use it 2 more times today.
Okay, I'm gonna slap. I just wanted to clarify that one because I didn't understand that really.
Yep. Harper's internet says it's stage Revolution today, hoping it gets solved by next week. Well, you know, if it's the same thing as Revolutions in the South American region, then I'm not sure. Maybe it just lasts for months. Maybe it just carries on and eventually they over riot. They overthrow the government and just. I don't know what's happening anymore. So.
I rolled a fucking 20 on that.
Shit. That will hit.
What is your damage die?
It's a D8 plus 4.
8.
Sweet.
This thing that was attacking Evelyn, is it dead yet? Like, Jesus Christ, so many people have hit this fucker.
It's very close. Between all the cuts, one distinct bullet wound in its side, it's very heavily damaged. Like, it's very heavily, about to die. So, this is the blind one. So it's going to take its turn trying to attack Yeezum, actually.
Oh, so it's rolling disadvantage.
Yep.
Because if it attacked Aldrich, it would have been, like, just a normal roll.
Yeah. But he's blind. He doesn't know who's who. He's just following voices and noises at this point. So, what is Yeezum's AC?
Next question.
15. 15. So, first one misses. Second one hits.
How the fuck?
And the third one epically fails. So, I need Yism to make one Constitution saving throw.
14.
Passes. So, bite down. He's just like driving, like charging his head straight towards Yizum and just, whoop, just out of the way. A slashing claw drives into Yizum's leg, but he takes it in the chin like a champ. And the third one, this thing misses so wildly with the last claw, Yizum gets an opportunity to attack.
Eight. I rolled a 2.
Yeah. Not gonna hit. So
Right.
he tries bringing up these water knives and driving them away.
Funny.
But
Just imagine he got so scared he couldn't.
like it was almost like a reflex for him to shoot the knives out, but he can't hold his concentration and they just splash into puddles on the deck. And another saving throw. That's a natural 1 again. Holy crap. Minimary.
I feel like he's just permanently blinded.
Yeah, twice. He's just permanently blind. There's no other way around it. Minimary. Oh, Minimary. You sweetheart, you. So, Minimary sees that Evelyn's gone unconscious, and she sees this creature walking up to Evelyn to try and deliver the final attacks on her. And with a crystal clear shot, fires through, and it goes directly through its temple and leaves the other side. That blood on both sides just covers him all over the sides of his face, and he drops dead. Hell yes, Mexicans. Top of the round, Jocelyn.
Jesus Christ.
There are 2 left.
The one attacking Salins and the one attacking Yeezy.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna fire on the one on Salient.
Do it. Bet you won't. Bet you won't. Bet you're gonna roll a 1. Bet he's gonna get an opportunity of attack on you.
Hey! There's the other nat 20!
Hey!
I finally got it!
All
Took
right.
forever, but I finally got it. I don't remember how this works. I keep forgetting how this works. Because it changes between me and you on how we do it.
So, you roll double the dice that you normally would on a damage roll, and then add your modifier.
$20 damage.
Did you say 28 or 20?
Just 20.
20? Okay. So,
There's no physical way, even if I added my modifier twice, physical way I get 28.
So, when you fire into this guy, you connect with his, like, essentially the area of his leg where his thigh meets his hip. And as you fire this, there's this unnatural reaction to your bullet hitting his flesh, where it essentially expands and rips the flesh completely around his leg, and it falls off. As the leg, it's completely severed from his body. And he drops...
Is it dead?
It's not dead, but it is set prone.
Forever.
It cannot get up.
I'm gonna turn and shoot at the fucking one over at fucking Aldrich.
Alright. And I think you have advantage against these attacks.
Yeah, he's still blind, right?
Yep.
Alright, taking my first roll. That is 17.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
Max damage of 14.
Shit, dude. So with his back turned to you, bang, driving the bullet into its spine.
yeah, brother.
Cake owner, brother.
Oh fuck. Is morale still active, or has it been a minute?
It's probably been about 30 seconds.
So it's still active.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. So, Jocelyn, you also noticed that there are actually more of these things that have crawled onto the boat now, but the other swordsmen are taking their weapons and fighting these things off as your main crew is fighting these four. There's a lot of them on the boat right now, but...
I'm glad you explained away what the rest of the crew was doing.
Yeah, I had to do something with them.
Finally. It's like, I just imagine, like, there's gonna be a point where we're fighting, and it's literally the 30-plus crew members are just sitting there and just watching high school cafeteria fight.
Hit him in the balls!
Where's the dick?
The old dick twist! So...
We're idiots. Anyway.
So, is there anything else you want to do?
No, that if the morale's still going, I don't have an extra thing.
Alright.
I don't know when I get my next bonus action thing. I haven't looked.
Then it would be Salen's turn.
Mark? Yeah, the thing that's still alive at his feet. Chop.
Alright. And it has advantage.
Well, I guess I'm rolling to see if I crit. Don't. Because that's a 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Max damage.
This is overkill. This is just overkill. 15, yes, max damage.
So, you're 2
I'm glad at the end of the fight I'm starting to...
It's 2 health. It's 2 health over.
Oh my god, just kick it in the face. I don't care.
So...
Why do you not get 2 attacks, you fuck?
So... Oh, no, wait. No, as in, like, he's 2... Oh, like, you dealt 2 extra damage.
Oh, it's actually overkill.
Right, it's actually overkill.
Okay, cool. I was about to be upset. I was about to be really upset.
So, with a mighty heave up, the thing looks towards him, and with its hand outstretched like a plea, Salenth ruthlessly chops the head off of this. And it rolls towards you, Jocelyn. You see that Salenth actually like kind of kicks it over to you as it's like rolling over, that ink black blood trailing behind it, and the tentacles just undulating on the deck as it rolls towards you.
Ew! No! Ew!
As Salenth is just kind of chuckling to himself. All in good fun.
Ew. It's my only reaction to that.
Evelyn is unconscious. I need her to make a death saving throw.
Is it just the same as, like, everybody else's?
Yep, same as a PC. So, 10 or higher is a success, 9 or below is a failure.
There's no pluses. It's just a flat roll, right?
Just a flat roll.
That's a 4.
That's 1 failure.
So, apparently, when I'm rolling for Evelyn, life is just horrid.
It's that new gem. She's getting used to it.
I still want to see if I can find it. Would that make a difference if we got her another one of those? Because I know I'm using a retainer card for her. Would that do anything if we got her one of those, other than just like
one of the Zeronium gems?
Yeah.
So if you get,
because I still have that on my character sheet, Zeronium for Evelyn.
Yeah. So if you got
I have multiple like quests.
If you got her a Zeronium one, I would write up a custom retainer card for her, like with spells that would pertain to that gem.
I'll keep actually actively looking forward to that.
My deception. Thank you for the follow, dude. I really do appreciate it, and welcome to the guild.
More follow.
Yeah. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate the support from everyone that's been coming around here. So
Astro has been here today.
What the fuck, Astro? Come on. He's probably working or something like that. Or he might be in scrims. That's entirely possible. So, it is Uldric's turn.
Well, the only thing left alive is the thing that's permanently blind, because it fucking nat one twice.
Yep. So all these attacks are going to have an advantage against it.
She'll touch this. There's no point. What if I make it deaf, too?
You can do it.
Fuck it! Make it deaf! Wait, how many uses of that do I get? Where are you?
I think you get 3 a day. Yep.
I remember one of them had like 2 ones and like who the fuck had it. Alright, so yeah. Fuck it! He's gonna be deaf because I'm rude. He has to make a con save. Of whatever you said it was before.
Well, it was a 13. Doesn't matter. He rolled a 5. So he is.
Now he's blind and deaf!
Yeah. I'm not gonna say it.
And that's Aldrich's turn.
I'm not gonna say it.
Beat Helen Keller.
Geordi! I told. God damn it!
I knew what you were thinking.
Literally the first.
I'm gonna say it out loud because it's just got my head, and I don't.
Yeah, literally the first thing, like you say that, the first thing I thought was, well, when did Helen Keller get into D&D? Like shit. So yeah, blind and deaf.
I don't think it really matters any. I don't like deaf does nothing.
So it can do one more thing. I mean, it's Izum's turn and then it's its turn. So it can do one more thing.
I know, but I'm like, being deaf, I really don't think it does anything to it at this point. I mean, being deaf for anybody really doesn't do it. It's just,
yeah, it was trying to track people with the sound of your guys'...
Now I can't even do that.
Right. So, but again, it has one more ability that it can use without senses. But after that, you can pretty much kill it without any resistance.
Alright, easy. Smack it. 22.
That's gonna hit. Roll damage.
Yay. Is it +3, right?
Yep. +3.
8.
Nice.
I have to like cycle through too many things. I need more monitors.
So, 2 more knives emerge out of the ocean and shink down. 2 of them, one in his chest, one in its gut. And then it's going to Psychic Screech. And everyone makes wisdom saves.
Actually, I only need 4 because Evelyn's already gone.
Ooh, Minimori barely makes it.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I, as Jocelyn, got an at 1.
Oh.
So that's a 12 for Aldrich,
Alright.
a 20 non-nat for Salem,
Alright.
and a nat 20 for Yeezy.
Oh, damn. What about Evelyn?
Already knocked out. Am I supposed to do
Oh,
that
no.
for her still?
Oh, no. Right, she's knocked out. Never mind.
Yeah, she's already dying.
Not thinking about that. So, you, Jocelyn, and Aldrich, again, that psionic screech just latches onto your brain as it's resonating through your heads, and you guys are stunned. It's Minimori's turn. That's a natural 1. It doesn't get it doesn't get an opportunity of attack, but
No, but the gun breaks.
the gun does jam. You see that there's a bit of smoke as the gunpowder goes off, but nothing exits the barrel. And you notice that like the hammer is snapped off. You can see that that little bit of smoke kind of lingers out from both ends of the barrel, and just the grinding of the mechanism, the trigger, trying to click, and nothing comes out.
Well, I get to teach her how to fucking fix guns now. Is there a gunslinger retainer card?
There is not, no. Unfortunately. That's why I've been rolling her, because I just have certain stats for her wielding the pistol.
Essentially, that's a retainer card you get to know.
So, Jocelyn stunned. Salenth. Kick him in the dick.
Charge!
Alright, roll the hit.
Does a 25 hit?
No!
Fucking Christ. What are my rolls right now? What the fuck? I mean, I had the spectrum for the con saves.
Sons of bitches. I just noticed my deceptions in chat.
4 damage. I rolled the lowest possible fucking damage.
So Salenth charges over, roar, as he's going to like chop into this guy, but he trips over a loose plank sticking up from the deck, and he trips and literally just like falling over himself, just clips the thing's shoulder and does the 4 damage. That wasn't supposed to happen.
I feel like Salos is gonna take that out on whoever was supposed to be upkeeping the top deck's board.
I just imagine a cut.
Like once the fight's over.
I just imagine it cutting to the side of the ship, and it's literally just sailing, tossing the person into the ocean.
Just as the dude's flying, I'm sorry!
Sorry. So yeah, Salenth is not happy about that chain offense, but did the damage. Evelyn, death saving throw.
I hit.
B.
Oh, fuck my life, dude. 5.
5. 2 death saving throws. 2 failures. Aldrich is stunned, so use him.
$21 to hit.
Yep. Roll damage.
9. Die already.
2 more knives into both of its shoulders. It being the last one, it was still at about 90% of its health. It was only hit twice, I think, before you guys started attacking it. Before it became the solo person. Yeah. It didn't think that its day would turn out like this.
No one thinks their day would turn out like that. But here we are.
So, Jocelyn, Aldrich, you two are unstunned as the Scion's turn goes around. Can't do shit. So, Minimri's gun is broken. And top of the round is Jocelyn.
Fucking shit and die. 14.
That'll hit.
$11 damage.
Good shit. Good shit. Nice. Sweet. Copacetic.
So...
Yep.
5.
Yeah.
90.
That's just enough. As you bring your gun up, you got the clear shot you've seen in this fight. Rips through its throat, but not directly through. It's like taking a dagger and slicing it, except you did that with a bullet. And it
No.
and it finally just becomes so, like, lathered in its own jet black blood and falls face down on the deck. Congratulations, combat's now over. Yay! So the bodies of these dead creatures lay on the deck, their blood splattered and pouring, collecting in puddles in many spots of the ship. And the rest of the crew finishes off their opponents and looks around, checking to see if everybody is okay.
I'm gonna rush over to Evan.
All right.
Ew. I don't even know if I
Do you want the power of friendship to save her?
I want to know what I have in inventory. Would there be anything on the spot, medically wise, that I can do to like her?
Unless you have a healing kit. The only thing you could do as far as her condition would be to roll a medicine check in order to know how serious her condition is.
Now I'm at 20.
She is about 30 seconds away from completely passing over.
I'm gonna call Aldrich over.
Yes.
I don't have any medical supplies.
Yes, Captain.
Character.
Here. And he brings out a small beaker that looks to have lime green a lime green elixir inside of it. This should at least stabilize her. You take it, pour it into her gullet, and it looks like the wounds that were bleeding out now, the blood that's seeping out seems to thicken a little bit, and it eventually starts, like, they start to slowly just retract as the skin is healing over as that, like, thin scar tissue. It may take a couple of minutes for her to wake up, but she will be fine.
Salem, do you mind taking her down to the resting quarters?
Of course, Captain.
And Salem heads over, effortlessly picks up Evelyn, and he heads downstairs.
That could have gone better.
But it could have gone a lot worse. And the good news is, you see that the crew is stood kind of in their positions with their weapons drawn, and as Aldrich kind of gestures to them, he looks back at you. There's good news. No casualties today.
It's the best news I've had since signing with you guys.
Then let's keep it that way. And that's where we'll cut the session.
I hope Titus was making good use of his time searching.
That'd be nice. So, we are left with Jocelyn and the crew traveling across the ocean to get to the mainland in search of the one that has killed their newly found friend and is essentially rampaging would be the best guess with this guy's nature and how much of a dick he is. You would imagine he's probably not doing very good things. So, in search of them, they sail across to the mainland. So, everyone that showed up to the stream today, thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out being in chat and just being cool people. Thank you for the follows. I really do appreciate those. And anybody who's watching the VOD, thank you guys for sticking around until the end of the video, watching these back on the YouTube channel. So, Geordi, want to plug your stuff?
Yep. His YouTube channel that I post pretty regularly. As of late, it's been a little on again, off again with my videos going up because my schedule is trash with work, school, trying to keep in touch with this because I really like doing this. Haven't been able to make Tuesday stuff where I kind of guest appearance every now and then. But I do gameplay stuff. So I'll go to his on YouTube, watch. But for me, I'm posting Psychonauts, Crash Team Racing, Story Mode, Resident Evil 4. I got a Minecraft. So if you just want to come by, hang out, enjoy me being mediocre at games, there's the link. And yeah, I don't care either way. I enjoy doing it as a hobby, but I try to get a video out at least once a day, minus the weekend.
Good stuff. And tomorrow, for anybody who is here but is not a part of the campaign, tomorrow we're going to have Reign of Chaos on the Real Tick's channel. Got the Real Tick, Fallen Introvert, Doc Lewis, Taylor736, and Geordi sometimes, occasionally. He occasionally has been jumping in as NPCs, but for right now, I think he's going to be relieved of duty as far as NPCs for now. So, won't see him tomorrow, but maybe in a short bit you'll see him in.
You'll see me in chat.
Right. Chat.
But that's it. I'm not going to be in the game.
Right. So that will be
I guess.
Tuesday, and I will be hosting. So if you look down there, it should be 7 p.m. Eastern time. So if you come onto this channel, I'll be hosting him. So you can either go there or you can just go directly to his channel, support him, give him some love, because he's a pretty cool guy. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode, this week's session, and until next time, see you in the next adventure.
Take care, guys.
Peace.